Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This lesson is for class 6 subject English. Students, as you know that in previous lesson I have explained lesson number 8 part A, the simple present tense part 1. So students, in that lesson I have explained about the affirmative sentence structure, the structure of negative sentence, the structure of interrogative sentence. Then I have explained exercise A and B. So now in this lesson I will explain the remaining exercise, exercise C of lesson 8 part A. And in this lesson our next topic will be lesson 8 part B. So open your books on page 78. Students, we know very well about the structure of interrogative sentence, that how can we make interrogative sentence from affirmative sentence. Students, for subject I, you, we, they and plural noun we will use auxiliary do. So for interrogative sentence we will write auxiliary do in the beginning of the sentence, then at the end we will put question mark. Let's start. Our elders always tell us to be good. Do our elders always tell us to be good? The beggars ask for money and food. Do the beggars ask for money and food? They prepare their breakfast. Do they prepare their breakfast? Students, putting of question mark is very necessary. My parents give me money for books. Do my parents give me money for books? Rabbits eat carrots happily. Do rabbits eat carrots happily? Now come to students, next topic, the simple present tense part 2. As we know about the definition that the simple present tense is used to talk about habitual actions and general truths. So students, for the subject he, she, it and singular noun we will use s or es or ies with first form of verb. So note it that in previous lesson we have studied that for the subject I, you, we, they and plural noun we will use just first form of verb without s, es or ies. But the difference between the subjects I, you, we, they and plural noun and the subjects he, she, it and singular noun is that for the subject he, she, it and singular noun we will use s, es or ies with first form of verb, and for the subject I, you, we, they and plural noun we will use just first form of verb. यानी कि सब्जेक्ट अगर आपके पास सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में आई, यू, वी, दे और प्लूरल नाउन होगा तब आपने सिर्फ फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब यूज़ करनी है स्ट्रक्चर में. लेकिन अगर आपके पास सब्जेक्ट ही, शी, इट और सिंगुलर नाउन हो तब आपने वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म के साथ एस, ई, एस और आई, ई, एस अकॉर्डिंग टू द वर्ब यूज़ करना है. सो सब्जेक्ट ही, शी, इट, सिंगुलर नाउन और सिंगुलर नाउन प्लस फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब प्लस एस, ई, एस और आई, ई, एस प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट प्लस फुल स्टॉप. The negative sentence structure. Students, we will use auxiliary does plus not after the subject in the structure of negative sentence, just like subject plus auxiliary does plus not plus first form of verb plus object plus full stop. Students, in this structure, the structure of negative sentence, students, we will remove s, es or ies from the structure of negative sentence. अगर आप auxiliary does not यूज़ करेंगे, अगर आप auxiliary does यूज़ करेंगे साथ में not यूज़ करेंगे तब आपने verb के साथ s, es और s, ies को हटा देना है. आप s, es और ies को यूज़ नहीं करेंगे negative sentence में first form of verb के साथ. So the structure will be subject plus does not plus first form of verb without s, es or ies plus object plus full stop. Interrogative sentence. Students, auxiliary, we will write auxiliary does in the beginning of the sentence, then at the end we will put question mark. Does plus subject plus first form of verb without s, es or ies plus object plus question mark. Now come to its exercise. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb in bracket to make simple present tense. As we know that for he, she, it and singular noun we will use students s, es or ies with verbs. He wakes up early in the morning. My teacher solves my problem. A giraffe uses its long neck to reach the tall trees. He stammers when he is nervous. Miss Salma tries to solve our problem. Exercise B. Change the following sentences into negative. The shopkeeper ties up the parcel. The shopkeeper does not tie up the parcel. A frog croaks at night. A frog does not croak at night. As we know that in negative sentence structure, we will not use s or es or ies with verb. A frog does not croak at night. My neighbor visits me every Sunday. My neighbor does not visit me every Sunday. She respects her elders. She does not respect her elders. My brother speaks English very well. My brother does not speak English very well. Exercise C. Change the following sentences into interrogative. Students, my aunt sends me gifts. Does my aunt send me gift? We will write auxiliary in the beginning of the sentence, then follow the same structure just like affirmative. Then at the end we will put question mark. Does my aunt send me gift? This newspaper comes out every day. Does this newspaper come out every day? It snows in winter. Does it snow in winter? Every student of my school recites the Holy Quran. Does every student of my school recite the Holy Quran? She looks up in the dictionary. Does she look up in the dictionary?